Okay, hi guys. It's Sunday afternoon today and I did a morning long run. It's my third week of LA marathon training. I did 3 miles. It was really good. In the morning, it was kind of cloudy on the east side of LA, and as we ran towards the beach side, we are on Hollywood, it gets sunny, so the entire running process is really good. Then I did a really good brunch. I made it myself. I made a pesto turkey sandwich and also had some fruits and nuts to refuel myself. Then it's just 3 p.m. now. I thought I will have a little tea break. Even though I have shared teas with my friends and have working on teas for full time now, I feel I haven't given myself a small tea break just to sit down, enjoy how good the tea leaves are. So today I'm making the Oolong Yan Cha, and this is a 2024 Oolong Yan Cha from Wuishan in China. It's some premium Yan Cha, so it smells really good, and my entire apartment now is full of the Yan Cha's flavor. While I'm having tea, I think it would be a good idea to share a few tips about teas that you can use for your tea brewing, and it's about loose leaf teas. So a few of my friends have taught me they start drinking loose leaf teas now, but they also need some help on how to better brewing it and how to get the most of the loose leaf teas. So I want to share a few tips I usually use, and I hope this will be helpful for you too. First tips I have, it's usually you can brew loose leaf tea for multiple steps instead of just one time. I know it still comes to a surprise for a lot of people, but there is a reason for it. Because for the full leaf, when you first time adding the water, it's very hard to get all the components and the goodness from the teas out. So usually for the first 1, 2, 3 brew, you will get aromas of the tea, but as the amino acids, they are coming out of the tea leaves. But after you brew it to 3 to 5 times, you can also have the better flavor profile for the tea. So each brew, the flavor can be improved from 1 to 5, and as you go more than 5, the tea taste will become less strong. A lot of people say, oh, if that's the case, can we also just do 1 cup, we add water and let the water steep with tea for longer time, for example 5 to 10 minutes. I would say yes, you could do it, but in my experiences, when I do it with some high quality loose leaf teas, the tea tends to become bitter and sour, and it's not good for your experiences. So to get the most profile, to get the most aroma and the flavor, and to discover, to unlayer the tea after it, I would recommend to steep the tea for a few times. Usually for green teas, the steeping times will be less. It's really 1 to 3 times. But for oolong tea, pu'er tea, black tea, you can do it 5 to 10 times. For pu'er, you can even do 10 to 15 times. It really depends on the tea quality and also how much water to tea ratio you have. The second thing I want to share is about steeping times. We really need to control the steeping time, because if you don't, you might lose the flavor and aroma of it, or you might make the tea too bitter or too sour, which is not enjoyable as we want it to be. For different teas, it will be different. For oolong tea, usually the steeping time will be 5 seconds for the first 3 rounds, then you slowly add 5 to 10 seconds for each round after. You can also experiment with it to see if by adding 5 seconds, how the flavor profile changed. But the key for oolong tea is really when you start, you want to steep it fast, and then with the steps goes on, you slowly extend the time of each brew. And I know it's the same also for black tea, for pu'er tea, and even green tea. The third tips I have here, it can really overall improve your tea brewing process and have a better flavor tea. Even though myself, I'm not doing it all the time, but I want to share it because I think it's a tip that is important. So whenever we brew the tea, we want to warm up the tea vessel first. The reason for it is temperature of the water. It's an important factor of whether we can make a good cup of tea. especially for oolong tea, for black tea, we need a high temperature in between 90 to 100 degrees Celsius. If you put a cold tea ware over there, when you put the water in, the temperature goes down. It will impact the release of the aromas and the taste of the tea. So warm up the teacups and use a hot water. It can really improve your entire tea experiences. And on the other hand, it also clean up the teacups if there is dust in it, if there's some thing in it, you know. So that's the 3 tips I have today. I hope you can try to blend this into your tea brewing experiences to see how it goes.